What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. I gotta try and keep my voice down just a little bit because the rest of my family is still sleeping. But the OCG has finally gotten their ban list, and I don't even know what their ban list is going to look like now. Because I am on YG organization, because that's how I usually tell what the OCG ban list looks like. So I don't even know, but the only thing that I can tell is that on the cover of that article, Verde Anaconda is on there. So I'm assuming that's getting banned. I don't even know what else could get banned, but it could very may well be a prelude to our next ban list, because we were supposed to have gotten it. What was it, February? Like, what was it, January 12th? I think, which was right. I think it was like a week after. Like a week after what was supposed to have been YCS Pasadena, but we ended up getting it just later on in the month, actually. So, but yeah, with our ban list, there were so many decks that got hit. I think pretty much all the main decks got hit. Sword Soul got hit, Drytron got hit, Lureless. Tri Brigade got hit as well, and even also decks that are going to be coming back to the list are going to be decks like Pendulum Sorcerer. They're going to be coming back at full power now, with the addition of Astrograph Sorcerer coming back to 1, which is pretty insane. Fairy Tail Snow came back, which is pretty stupid, I must say. And then of course Lunar Lights could also come back to the format, which is a possibility. But to be fair, having Monster Gate and Pot of Desires limited to 1 is kind of funny. It's pretty hilarious, I must say. But yeah, those were the main decks that got hit. I'm curious as to what the OCG ban list will look like, because you guys know our next ban list will be coming for another few months. So I'm assuming sometime in like June, maybe July for the most part. I have no clue. But if I were to make a prediction right now, as far as like what cards would get banned, I mean, judging by the photo in the article, I'm assuming Verde Anaconda is gonna get hit. I would probably say Imperial Order banned, limited to 1. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I would say maybe Monster Gate. I don't know. But let's take a look, and I'm actually gonna scroll down. Okay, so the cards that got banned are indeed Verde Anaconda and Imperial Order. This doesn't surprise me. I mean, but the fact that we have Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer in the format, yeah, I can't say I'm surprised. Imperial Order, we had a feeling that this was coming, because of the fact that here in the TCG, Imperial Order is actually banned as well. So I'm not too surprised on that, but let's take a look at what's limited. Let's see. Oh, that's interesting. So we just got these cards, and the OCG is limiting them. Water Enchantress of the Temple and Rite of Our Meteor. So the adventure archetype Okay. Token spam. Fire. I think what go. I think what spam your board with a bunch of links. I presume. Fusion Destiny. They also hit Fusion Destiny. Again, Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about right. Let's go to the cards that are semi-limited, meaning you can use two. And there's quite a few of them. So we have Tri-Brigade Fractal, Pot of Prosperity, Branded Opening. We have Elixir of Scarlet Sanguine, Argus Harp Horror, Wind Up Carrier Zen Mighty, Harmonizing Magician, Night Assailant, Trishula, The Beginning of the End, Raigeki, and Divine Wind of Mist Valley. Raigeki, that does nothing to the format. Trishula, that actually does quite a bit because they did give the card several erratas over the years, and it made it so it was more. It made it so it would be once per turn upon the card being synchro summon, meaning you. The only way you use the effect again is if you were to summon Trishula once again. So you would have to use, compulse to compulse. You would have to use compulse to bounce Trishula back into the extra deck. So next turn you can use the effect again, and you have to switch out multiple times. Prosperity, you're getting to manipulate your deck, so it's not surprising, honestly. But everything else, I don't know. Harp Horror is kind of an odd one because Orcus nowadays, it's not as meta defined as it was. I think what was it back in 2020. So I don't even know if it's gonna be good anymore. Night Assailant is still pretty busted, being a really old Go format card, but Harmonizing Magician is kind of an odd one, just because of what it can do. And I'm actually gonna go on Nexus. Big shouts to the developers of Nexus. No copyrights, of course. So let's take a look. Let's see. A Harmonizing Magician. Let me go here. Harmonizing Magician is a 4-star Dark Spellcaster Pendulum, of course, with 0 attack and defense, and its Pendulum skill is 8. And its Pendulum effect reads: all monsters you control gain 100 attack and defense. For each face-up magician, pendulum monster with different names in your extra deck. Okay. Not too bad. The monster effect reads: cannot be spell summoned from the extra deck, cannot be used as material for a fusion synchro or exceed summon unless all of the materials are magician pendulum monsters. When this card is pendulum summoned from the hand, you can special summon a magician pendulum monster from your deck in defense, except this card but negate its effects. Also mentioned when it leaves the field. You can only use this effect once per turn. So obviously the banished effect, the best way to bypass it is to use the card as material. So I really can't say. I'm surprised that Harmonized Magician got semi-limited too. Now Divine Wind of Mist Valley is a pretty busted card. I don't have anything to say about that. Now for the cards that are unlimited, we have Altergeist, Multifaker, Memories of Hope, A Hero Lives, and Metaverse. Metaverse. Yeah, I'm not so sure if this card will come to 3 in our in the TCG. But if it does, Mystic Mind players, beware, rejoice. Welcome to hell. Okay. So, A Hero Lives, I'm not surprised. Heroes are now, obviously with Destroyer Phoenix and Forcer in the format, and with the fact that we're getting Legendary Duelist Season 3 coming out, I presume that Heroes may end up coming back to the format, because I know that at a time, I think it was like right around 2019, if I remember correctly. 2019, I think it was when we got Battles of Legend Heroes Revenge. So right around that time, Heroes actually became extremely good with the additions of Increase and the other one. I can't think of it. I can't think of the other one, but with the additions of them, Heroes became extremely good. But by the time we got Destroyer Phoenix and Forcer in Burst of Destiny last December, the deck now, I presume, will become even more powerful than it's ever been. So my thoughts on this, honestly, it's not too bad. Seeing Imperial Order get banned, I kind of had a feeling that would happen. Verde Anaconda, I'm not too surprised. I don't know if this will happen in the TCG, but if it does happen, ooh, that's gonna be a hell. I'm gonna have a whole hell a lot of decks that are gonna get completely updated, to say the very least. But as far as like the cards that are limited, Fusion Destiny, I'm not too surprised with, again, because of DPE now in the format. Fusion Destiny is going to become even more powerful than it ever was, which is pretty nuts. And then of course the two adventure cards, they're still relatively new, so I don't know why they would ban, or not ban, limit those two cards. Excuse me. But as far as the cards that are semi-limited, Fractal, I'm not surprised about. Pot of Prosperity is quite the shock to me. Branded Opening, I believe it was their fusion spell, if I remember correctly. I think I talked about that before. Scarlet Sanguine, obviously Eldritch is still going to be busted no matter what happens, honestly. Harpour, not too surprising, honestly. Zed Mighty is kind of a weird choice. Harmonizing Magician, yes, it is a weird choice, but I'm not too surprised. All of this, a lot of these I'm not too surprised about, but Metaverse, I am pretty shocked that they would put this to 3. But that brings me to the question of the day. I know this was a relatively short video, but I wanted to show off the OCG ban list and give you guys my thoughts on it. The question becomes, will this be a prelude to the next TCG ban list? Yes, I truly believe so. I think Verde Anaconda may end up getting limited to 1, but it wouldn't matter, honestly, because some decks, Verde Anaconda is at 1 anyway, so it really doesn't matter for the most part. Even if, and as far as Fusion Destiny, even if they were to limit this card to 1 here in the TCG, it wouldn't matter because you're only going to be using 1 anyway. The other 2 are going to be bricks, so it won't matter. So honestly, it really won't matter that much. As far as the cards that are semi limited, I don't really know what we could expect. I don't really know what we can expect from the TCG ban list, but I'm assuming we'll probably be getting it like sometime like in, I would say maybe in May, so maybe in June. It's hard to say, but that brings me to the question of the day, and I'll probably ask this again once I do the ban list predictions in a few weeks, sometime in the next month or so. But this brings me to the question of the day: what cards do you guys want to see get put in our TCG ban list? Let me know in the comments below, and that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want to see more OCG/TCG ban list reveals in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you guys do not miss out on any new content that comes your way. And be sure to follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. All the links will be down in the description below. And if you guys have any fan mail you guys want to send me, you guys want me to open it up on the channel, all the info will be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.